Welcome back to the World Cup Brief, Episode 7. The knockouts began with a bang. Two of the pre-tournament favourites were dumped out. Harry Kane passed a Brazilian legend, and Mbappé kept rolling. Here are the 5 stories that mattered.
Clutch the moment. Clutch brief.
First up, the biggest shock of the tournament. The first giant has fallen. Germany, 4-time world champions, are out, beaten by Paraguay in a penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw in Boston. For a nation used to going deep, it's a new low, a third straight World Cup exit before the last 16. Julian Nagelsmann had put Paraguay in front. Kai Havertz levelled just after the hour. A late Jonathan Tah goal was controversially ruled out, and after a goalless extra time, it went to penalties, where Germany fell apart. 3 misses from 12 yards, Havertz, Woltemade and Tah, as Paraguay held their nerve to win the shootout 4-3. It's the first time Germany have ever lost a World Cup shootout. Paraguay came in ranked 41st in the world, Germany 10th, but Gustavo Alfaro's disciplined game plan and goalkeeper Orlando Gil made all the difference. The German press didn't hold back. Bild called it the next German football nightmare. 3 World Cups now without reaching the last 16, and the pressure on Julian Nagelsmann is only growing. Next, another giant goes, and a coach walks away. Barely a day later, another heavyweight was gone. Morocco beat the Netherlands on penalties in Monterrey, and within hours, Ronald Koeman had resigned as Dutch head coach. Cody Gakpo had put the Netherlands in front, but Issa Diop levelled in the 90th minute. It stayed 1-1 through extra time, and in the shootout, the Dutch crumbled. Kluivert, Timber and Summerville all missing, as Morocco's Ismael Saibari sealed it. 3-2 on penalties, and the African champions march on to a last 16 meeting with Canada. Koeman announced it on Instagram. Last night he said he'd made the decision to conclude his tenure as head coach, looking back with pride and gratitude. It was a brutal, self-inflicted end. Dutch legends savaged the penalty technique, and Koeman had been criticised for a defensive switch. 2 of the pre-tournament contenders gone inside 24 hours. Then England survive a scare, and Kane makes history. England needed rescuing, and Harry Kane answered. His 2 goals saw off a stubborn DR Congo 2-1 in Atlanta, and the second took him past Pelé on the all-time list of World Cup goal scorers. It started badly. Brian Tipenga beat Jordan Pickford at his near post inside 7 minutes, and DR Congo's keeper Mpassi kept out Bellingham twice. But Tuchel's changes told. Substitute Anthony Gordon teed up Kane to level, and Kane struck again to turn it around. That brace took Kane to 13 World Cup goals, 1 clear of Pelé, and into rare company among the tournament's greatest scorers. It was another unconvincing England night, a rare Pickford error nearly proving costly against knockout debutants DR Congo, but they're through, with co-hosts Mexico next in the last 16. Now France roll on, and Mbappé rewrites another record. France remain ominous. A 3-0 win over Sweden sent them cruising into the last 16, and a Kylian Mbappé brace set a new record for goals in the World Cup knockout stage. Mbappé struck on the stroke of half-time from a Dembélé pass. Bradley Barcola made it 2, and Mbappé rounded it off, with Michael Olise providing 2 assists. France was simply too good. 3-0 barely out of second gear, and Mbappé now stands alone as the leading scorer in World Cup knockout matches. Didier Deschamps was back on the touchline, having missed a game for his mother's funeral, and his side look the team to beat. Next up, Paraguay, the side that just knocked out Germany. And finally, Brazil dig deep. Brazil left it late but got there. Trailing Japan in Houston, they turned it around to win 2-1. Casemiro and Gabriel Martinelli with the goals for their first World Cup knockout comeback since 2002. Japan had taken a shock lead, but Carlo Ancelotti's halftime changes flipped it. Casemiro, much maligned of late, headed the equaliser, and Gabriel Martinelli came off the bench to win it. You have to go back to their 2002 triumph for the last time Brazil overturned a deficit in a World Cup knockout game. It had Carlo Ancelotti's fingerprints all over it, 2 decisive changes and redemption for Casemiro. Brazil are into the last 16, the hard way. That's your World Cup brief, episode 7, 2 giants gone, Kane past Pelé, and the last 16 taking shape. We're back every few days, so hit subscribe and never miss what happened.